Border Wars is something we invented for the average boxing fan getting off the couch. It's your friend, right? That sits there and he's like, oh man, Deontay Wilder got knocked out. He's such a bum. You know, talking to world champions in a manner that normally we wouldn't. And I was just like that, to be honest with you, before I actually started participating. Even though Border Wars, the inception of it started with the boxing voice, I did not participate maybe till the second season or maybe the third season. But I was victim of calling fighters bums and saying, why didn't he let his hands go? Why didn't he throw his hands more? Or he got his hands in his pocket, and then you get in that ring, and those 3 minutes, or at least for me in training, 3 minutes are a lifetime. A lifetime. I seen a post today, I think it said, if you think time is fast, try doing a plank. I say try doing 1 round of boxing because it is serious, 3 minutes. So Border Wars was started for that, for the boxing fan that calls into TBV and says that Wilder's a bum, or that Jesse Magdaleno, shouldn't have lost to Dog Bay, or that, Anthony Joshua is finished because Andy Ruiz did what he did. We speak from not knowing until we get in that ring. And, most gyms have a little slogan on the wall that says that, the ring makes cowards of men, or exhaustion makes cowards of men. And that is something that comes up in boxing. So Border Wars was a way to bring the average Joe into the life of a fighter. So they go through an entire 8-week training camp. They go through the promotion. They sit down and do the interviews. They have to call into the shows and help promote their fight. And then they have that night under the lights. It's recorded and it's going to be forever out there. So there's a lot of pressure. And on some small way, they get to feel what it is a fighter goes through. And I guess the purpose of that obviously is weight loss. For a lot of our participants, they've been overweight, and a lot of that also is just so that we can learn, how difficult it is to be a fighter.
Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Go dummy, go beast on them.
My name is Elias, the Lion, Lainez. I'm 28, and I'm from Elizabeth, New Jersey. A lot of running, a lot of calisthenics, sparring, shadow boxing, hitting the bag, speed bag, jump rope, a lot of explosive drills, and that's basically it. The great Mide. He's very good. He's a great fighter. He's a champion in his country. Can't say much about this one, but yeah, I'm in for a nice surprise. He's in for a nice surprise. It's gonna be a very good fight. Always taller fighter. I'm used to going into the fights as the underdog. I actually like it, because it makes me go even harder, and bring the best out of me. That's so I like. I like the challenge. I love fighting. I love boxing. It's a part of me. It's my dream. I always wanted to do this. I want to get to a level where he's at right now, in his country. That's something I look forward to in the future. The one-on-one, the competitive, combat, just you in the ring, no one else. You in the end is the one. Is either you or the next one. Who's gonna be?
So my name's Robert Klein. They call me the Genius, and I'm from South Jersey. My opponent, Matt Garces, he's a little bit younger than me, so I'm 36. I think he's 24. He's a nice kid, and I met him one time and we sized each other up, and then we made an agreement to fight, and I'm ready for it, and I like him, and this is business. And afterwards, we could be friends again. But tomorrow, I'm going to have to smash him. So, just is what it is.
My name is Matt Machine Gun Garces. I'm from Plainview, Texas. I'm 24 years old. I want to prove that I'm the best. That's as simple as that. I had an opportunity for a title in my last fight, but the fight fell through, and now I'm in this eliminator. And beating my opponent and going further to a championship will prove that I am the best, and I will move on. And I have aspirations to be a multiple division world champion, just like any other boxer in actual boxing. So it's just a matter of I have goals now, and I'm motivated, and I knew I would love doing boxing, which is why I continue to do this. I plan to fight at least 2-3 more times this year, God willing, and if they have the events. My brother's the main reason why I've gotten into Border Wars, and he's also one of the reasons I credit myself getting back into shape. We have a love for the boxing, just like my mom and my dad have a love for watching boxing. My grandfather, we all just generally like to get around and sit around and watch a good fight. And the opportunity to even do this is wonderful. You know, I fought, my brothers fought, people around us are wanting to participate, friends and family are excited to watch, see, and try to see how they can get involved.
My name is Mide, or Coach Mide, and I'm from London, United Kingdom. Oh, I just came here for Border Wars, so I just come in usually for every event. I travel, be with the guys, because I love it. I love boxing and I love the event. So yeah. I started off as listening to the Boxing Voice and befriending Ness, befriending a few others in the group. And then when I heard of Border Wars, I had to support, so I wanted to support any way I could. And it went from supporting to becoming a fighter on Border Wars as well. So I box in London, so it's only natural for me to just try to do it here with a group of friends as well. So, yeah.
My name is Jordan Baker. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Hollywood, Florida. I've actually been watching the Boxing Voice for a few years. And I finally signed up to Patreon and got a little more into Border Wars and started paying attention to the fighters. And then I inboxed Ness and asked him how to sign up. I signed up. This is actually my second go-around. The first time I tore my ACL. So now I'm back for the second time, and I'm going to fight tomorrow now. I honestly want to see how I do the first fight. And I kind of want to have 4 or 5 more fights, and depending how I do, I would like to try amateurs.
Terrell Fireflame Harris. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I'm fighting Morocco Joe from Virginia. I know that he has more weight than me, and I know that he's tough. He can take a punch. Well, I moved from Detroit, Michigan to Rio Rancho, New Mexico 7 years ago, so it's a much slower city, much slower state. Besides my work routine and family routine, I needed a hobby. So I ended up tuning into the Boxing Voice. And I was a listener for a good year before I even participated, behind the scenes with Patreon, and became a Patreon member and found out about Border Wars. So this is my first one, and I'm excited for it.
So my name is Eric Cruz. I'm from Dallas, Texas. It's my hometown right here. We're going to be having the event at the gym that I go to, and Border Wars, man, it's a great event. People come together from all over the world. We got Coach Mide, the guy that I'm gonna be in his corner. We got Coach Mide. We got a bunch of fighters coming from all over the world. Like I said, California, New York, Florida. So it's a great event. You get to see all these fans come together and have spectacular fights. I know Mide's been putting in the work. He's been putting in the miles. He was on weight, he always makes weight. He's always very strict with his diet. And come tomorrow, you guys are going to see everything that he's been doing behind the scenes. And for some, it'll be a surprise. For others, it's going to be more of the same. He's going to go home with the W, go home back to the UK and show everybody, what he does.
John D. Jean, I go by JD on the show, 35, man. Trying to get back in shape. That's why I'm doing this, because it's been 10 years since I competed professionally, so it's just something to see if I can still do, you know what I'm saying? So, because I had a conversation with Ness, and we was in I think California one time, and I was asking, I always ask people because that's what I do. I'm passionate about people who start their own business, their own, I like that type of stuff. I always tell people to, invest in yourself, and I see that he do that, so I can't help but support it, you know what I'm saying? So I support after getting to know him a little bit, you know what I mean? I just support that idea of, you know, supporting. You got to support your friends, you know what I mean? Like, they doing something good, support it. So that's why, I mean, I'll always be a part of the Boxing Voice because I just believe in that, you know what I mean? Supporting guys that start their own business. Man, what the hell?
The cow behind me? I didn't even notice it.
I don't know. It's hairy.
What, are you making fun of me?
I could actually touch my nose with my tongue. Ladies love it.
But, Moo.
I guess we're in Texas, right? So you have to have cows somewhere.
What the hell is it doing with the tongue?
Can you do that?
Nah.
Can I do that? I don't think I can, but, you know, I gave it a try.
What I think about that, I mean, you're in Texas, you know. First of all, everything is gonna be bigger in Texas. So the cow is just fitting, man. The cow is just fitting. Somebody's gonna get served up like steak, and we're gonna see who that's gonna be.
Really, it's just saying that he wants some food. He hungry. I think he hungry. I think he hungry. Look, or he just ate something that tastes good. I don't know. I don't know what I think about the cow. I know what I think about Morocco Joe, though. I think it's a wrap.